Ahoy, sea dogs! This be the dread pirate Periwinkle Beard, and you're listening to Pirate Port Radio with Abstracticus and Paladin Topaz.
Welcome back, guys, for another episode of Pirate Port Radio. This is episode 7. 7, Paladin.
7.
7.
7.
7.
Hey, there's 7 C's.
Hey!
Damn.
Anyway.
Alright, move along.
For this episode, we're gonna be speculating on ship, I guess, character, Jolly Roger, customization in general. Let's go with that. And we have a guest tonight. Well, 2 guests. We have a longtime Rare fan. Ironically enough, on Twitter, he's the Rare Fanatic. And his wife, Mandie. What's up, Jeff?
Hey there. Good to be on the show.
Yeah, man.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. This is going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great time. I am solid that this is going to be the best podcast yet.
Oh, yeah? What makes you say that?
Yeah. Well, because of our guests, of course.
Oh. Okay.
All right. We'll try not to let you down on that one.
No pressure.
No pressure at all. Before we get into our speculation on customization, we're going to go over these few pieces of concept art. Well, one piece of concept art / not a concept art because it's a riddle. And this riddle from 3 weeks ago reads, "Treasures of cloth, of iron and wood may not be gold, but can be as good." Jeff, what do you think this is about?
What I take away from this is that there's some sort of trading system where you can trade different goods that can be used, hopefully, for customization and upgrades, such as cloth. You can trade to someone so they can make a sail. They can trade you some iron so you can make some cannonballs, and wood to upgrade your ship. So it's kind of like the currency, and it's as good as gold. It's kind of my takeaway.
Yeah, that was kind of my thinking as well. You know, we can't really dive too deep into it.
I think that's pretty much the only real answer. I mean, customization and currency.
Exactly.
I mean,
and it's going to fall right into, customization as far as, how much we don't really know, though. So
exactly.
That's all we'll say about that riddle. And then we have the gift from 2 weeks ago. Well, really a week ago. But anyway, the GIF it's not really anything too special. It doesn't really show us a lot, but at the same time, it can really, it shows us the effects of what a sea is actually going to look like. Paladin.
Bro.
Paladin. What's your thoughts on the GIF?
Okay. Well, it was absolutely gorgeous, like I said in my video. I mean, it was just stunning. I couldn't even... This is why I'm so excited for the game without knowing, anything about it. Just the fact that we'll have all of these kinds of views and settings and scenery. It's just going to be awesome, and Rare really nails it on the head. The texture packs, all of it is just going to be great, I think. And, I mean, when we see all that, the lush jungle and the seas with the great sky, it's just awesome.
Yeah, and to me it seems like the ocean is like the most realistic part of the game. Rare's always been, real cartoonish, but that sea looks like you're actually out on the ocean. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does.
So
it is
for sure.
Some of the most impressive water I've ever seen.
Yeah, right. I mean,
that water, though.
One of the most prominent water situations in Rare games that I remember is in Treasure Trove Cove on Banjo-Kazooie. When you hop in the water and Snacker comes talking about, "I'm gonna get you." I don't remember his words or anything.
Yeah.
But that, the water looks completely different in Banjo-Kazooie than it does in this. And I mean, of course, it has to do with graphics and, the technology abilities and whatnot now. But It does. It looks amazing.
Yeah, I think that's funny because it's like kind of the first thing that came to mind when I saw this and I was thinking about Treasure Trove Cove. And I remember when I got Banjo-Kazooie back in like the summer of '98, that was the most impressive water I'd ever seen. That the individual water droplets had water ripples on the surface, and like that was mind blowing.
It was.
But this is just like, holy cow! There's
we're
like
a big surprise.
foam and mist. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Incredible.
great. I'm excited.
Yes.
My life is gonna be consumed by this game.
Yep.
Mine too, whether I like it or not.
Yeah, my life is the same way.
Seems like it already has with the contest.
Yeah.
Oh.
Great video, guys, honestly.
Yeah, it was good. It was
Thank
funny.
you guys.
It was funny. And then our soundbite, I'll actually stick that into the recording. I'll figure out how to do that. And I can actually play it for you. How cool is that going to be?
I can send you the audio for it if you want.
Yeah, that's cool. Shoot that to me.
Sure.
But yeah, obviously, from what we're understanding, it's ultimately the soundbite that goes with the gift that we got the week before, and obviously, it sounds exactly like an ocean, as it should.
That it does.
Yes.
I love the sound of the ocean, so that one was really nice. And by the way, Paladin, one of these days, I will get my.
It's never going to be a watermill.
I'm gonna get my watermill noise.
No. Every single time we get an audio bite, he just tweets out, "Hey, a watermill." Yep.
It's a watermill. I'll get it right one of these days.
That's okay. The first few I heard, I was like, "Oh, that's them weighing anchor." Oh no, that's them weighing anchor. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the first one was actually what, sails
Yeah, I
flapping
think
in the
so.
wind. The second one was the anchor, and then this one is obviously the sound of the waves hitting the beach.
Yeah.
Whoever does the sound design is very talented. I mean, I know it's not really crappy nowadays, so you don't really notice it in any video game, but it used to be really awful, and who's ever doing it now for Rare is totally nailing what we've seen so far.
Yeah,
I
they have
don't know
an amazing sound team.
who particularly is working on. I know John Vincent's the head audio director.
Right.
Yeah, he's head of sound effects and stuff.
Yeah, so whoever's under him, I don't know who all that is.
Yeah.
I mean, when you hear the
Twitter.
parrots in the trailer, like, even just that part is just awesome. I mean, I don't even know how you would get that sound. Maybe they got like 40 parrots in their studio one day and was like, "Here, fly around."
That seems like something Rare would do.
Probably.
Right.
It does.
Why buy a sound library when you can make it yourself?
Exactly. And then one other thing that I almost forgot about before we get into customization, the launch of the Crow's Nest.
Oh yeah.
That was really cool.
Yes.
Me and Paladin have been kind of on and off talking with Jay, the guy that runs it, for Paladin, about a month or so now?
Yeah, a few weeks.
Yeah. Jay's really cool. Jeff, I assume you've checked out the website?
Yeah, it looks really cool. It's quite the fan site as far as quality goes. It looks amazing.
It does. It really does. It's a long way off though. I mean, it like you said, it looks amazing, but we've still got a long way to go. It's going to be really cool to see it flesh out with lore and all that.
Yeah.
good
Yeah, I think there just needs to be more content.
stuff. Yeah, that's all it is.
That's the trick.
And always back to the it being Rare thing. Rare's not going to give us anything. They've always been secretive about everything.
Yep.
So, but yeah, if you guys haven't checked it out already, you should check out the Crow's Nest website. You can find it at thecrowsnest.guru. It's awesome. And Paladin and I actually have our own, I guess, blog space for it. We share the same blog space. It's called The Kraken's Tooth, which is going to be the name of my ship
Nice.
in Sea of Thieves when it launches. However I may get my ship, it will be called The Kraken's Tooth.
Nice.
Yes. You're more than welcome to join, Jeff.
Okay, good.
Yes. No, I imagine the Rare and Friends guys will probably start up a crew together, and you'll probably join up with them, which is completely cool too.
We shall see.
It all really depends.
We have to find out how we can do it first.
Yeah.
We should get all the community people that have stuff and websites and stuff, and just have a massive crew of like 800 people.
Everybody's gonna want to be the captain, though.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we can all be equals.
No, we can't. This is a pirate game. You can't be equal as a pirate.
Wow.
Yeah. There will be some mutinies. It will be like every 5 minutes. Mutiny.
I'm really interested to see how that's gonna work.
I know. I can't wait to see what happens.
Anyway, before we get too far into other stuff, let's talk about customization as much as possible. To the best of our ability, since we know nothing about Sea of Thieves customization, except for the fact that in the trailer, the ships, they obviously, they look unique, at least to some extent. And then, we've seen, characters that are all different. Of course, those are probably, just like little placeholders because they didn't want to reveal too much.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've also seen a little hint of character customization in the Talk Like a Pirate Day video that we got back in September. If you didn't notice, there was a little piece of, I guess, it looked like parchment paper with a bunch of different, it looked like the same guy with like different facial features and whatnot, different colored beards, different length of beards. So that was cool to see, at least to some extent we saw as far as like character customization. Palin, what are you hoping for out of character customization?
I'd like to make my character look like Darth Vader.
Vader?
No, I'm joking.
That's a bit out there.
Really, what I want. Well, what we've seen, they've had such a range of characters already. I think they've done a very good job. Like with that banner picture, I don't know if you remember. I think it was their Facebook banner actually, because it had like the 8 people that we've seen so far, and they've done a very good job ranging from really skinny to a little bigger, and from height sizes and facial features, distinguishing it and really varying the customization. It looks cool, and it looks like it's going to be really detailed, which is basically just what I want.
Something. What about you, Jeff? What are your thoughts on character customization?
Yeah, I think I'm hoping, based on what I've seen, that it's going to be along the lines of the Assassin's Creeds and the Grand Theft Autos, where you've got set characters, it looks like, where they're actual defined characters rather than just completely custom player-made characters. But like you said, that we saw the sheet there in the Talk Like a Pirate video, and I'm hoping you can give them different clothes, different hairstyles, beards, tattoos, and all that.
Right. For me, I'm kind of stuck in the middle between both of you. I'm really hoping that it to at least some extent, I don't want my character walking around looking like everybody else. That's
Agreed.
That's my ultimate thing.
And I don't think Rare will have that. I don't think they'll have 32 pirates running around all looking the same. I think there'll be enough options to be able to distinguish.
At least to some extent. I mean, obviously, you're gonna have your gamer tag above your head. That's another thing that I'm really interested in. Before we dive too deep, is are you gonna have like an in-game name, or is it just gonna be your gamer tag? I would think it would be gamer tag.
So, yeah, it's hard to know, just based on the trailer, whether those were gamer tags or those were pirate names specific for this.
Names, yeah. Because I know some of the gamer tags for folks weren't, like right on. I don't know if you have or not, Jeff, but have you figured out any of who some of the people are?
Yeah, I think I recognized most of them. Like obviously Grog Mails 89 is Greg Mails, and the real Beano is Robin Beanland, and that's his Twitter handle. So several of the other ones I recognized.
One, I'm not going to go into all of them, but
Yeah.
one chapters, that's Mike Chapman, the lead designer.
Lead designer, yeah.
Laura Beach.
Laura Lutz is Laura Beach. She's an artist.
Mm-hmm.
And then Shelley Presto.
Yep.
She was the one, I believe, at the helm at one point in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Her and her husband both work at Rare together, which I think is...
I think we've basically seen like 8 different characters. I think 8 or 10.
Somewhere around there, yeah. At least close-ups of 8 or so.
Yeah.
We keep getting, the same characters in the individual concept pieces, and they all,
Which is kind of nice.
Right. We
Have a
have
face
some...
to it.
And, that's something else. Are there going to be, like, NPCs? Are these characters going to be, like, quest givers or something? That would be cool.
That's an interesting thought.
Maybe. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Well, I don't know, that the contract piece with the pirate sitting there with the contract that says, contract for the crew of the Mermaid's Demise or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That, get a contract and go hunt down that particular crew or whatever.
Yeah.
Be interesting. All right. More back into customization. We covered character. Let's do ship. This one could go on forever.
Yeah.
One of my favorite instances of ship customization was in Sid Meier's Pirates, which Rare actually did a port for back in the 80s, which I didn't know until I was looking back and trying to figure out big instances of pirates in Rare's games, and I came across that, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I believe they ported it to the original NES.
Yeah, I believe that's what it was.
I'm pretty sure it was one of the Nintendo Entertainment Systems. I just can't remember if it was Super or just the original.
It was the original NES.
Okay, that's what I figured. And as far as the 2004 version, which was made on Xbox originally, there was all kinds of different types of ships. I won't go into huge details about that. But from what I came across in the 2004 Xbox edition of it, there were 9 different types of ships, and then each individual one of those ships was divided into a particular subtype. And each one had a specific, I guess, they had different attributes. A particular, like for instance, a bark.
Do you think that there'll be different sizes of ships? Like if you'll be able to have like a really small one, like a rowboat, or like a massive, like what we've seen in the trailer. I think we've only seen the 2 ships, and I think they were the same size. So you think that'll be like a set thing?
I don't know. I mean,
I hope so.
maybe.
I kind of hope that you start with a small one by yourself and you kind of work your way up, or have to steal a bigger one or earn a bigger one or whatever.
That's gonna be really fun to figure out. Like how I've seen this everywhere. How are you gonna get your first ship, like your actual first ship? You know
what else I've seen? People ask all the time is when is the release date? It gets annoying.
Yeah, right.
I'm joking.
I wish there was a release date. Don't we all?
Yep.
The ships, though, there's so much that you'll be able to customize, like creating your own flag, sails. I forget what the thing's called, but the thing on the front that has like a mermaid on one and then a skeleton.
Figurehead.
A skeleton.
Figurehead? Figurehead is pretty much the consensus as far. I think there's like an actual word for it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm not sure what it is, but.
And then somebody was talking about how you can customize the inside of your ship, like the captain's quarter and the underbelly, which will be cool. I don't even know if that'll be possible though.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see if you could customize below deck or in the captain's quarters, things like that.
Yeah, I want to be able to customize my own ship, like at least to some extent. You know, because again, it goes back to I don't want my ship to look like everybody else's.
Well, and I think that Rare's big thing with this game is, them coming up with your own pirate story and your own pirate legend, making your own tales, which I think giving customization options will help, players do that.
Paladin, are you familiar with any pirate game customization options as far as...
No.
No, of course not.
I played a game when I was young on the PS2 that was called, I don't know what it was called, but it's the only pirate game I've ever played, but I think you could customize your character like really detailed, which was really cool, but not really anything nowadays. No, enlighten me.
Enlighten you. Jeff, I know you said something about you were big into Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag here recently.
Yeah.
So you seem to be a little fresh on customization options and that.
Yeah, I got that one when it came out free on Games with Gold, so I played it a few months ago, but, the things like choosing your own sails, little visual things like that, and some of the woodwork on the side of the ship and things like that they have are really interesting, and I think that they could be used similarly in Sea of Thieves, but also kind of like weapon system upgrades was kind of a cool part of it, and choosing how to spend your loot. You could choose to do your side cannons or your front cannons or the explosive barrels that you drop behind the ship.
Right.
And so it was kind of strategic in how you wanted to upgrade. If you wanted to upgrade one all the way but then be vulnerable the other ways. So stuff like that I think would be really cool as far as customization with the ship. I would love to see it as more robust, where you can kind of even choose where you want your masts and sails and how many sails per mast and where you want your crow's nest and things like that. I think that would be really cool. We don't know enough about it as to where they're going with this. If that's kind of a big focus, or if that's kind of your ship is just something you commandeer and then the adventure is different.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. I mean, we just don't know enough about the game. It seems like every time we talk, we just say we don't know enough.
Yeah, we always mention this. We don't know anything. That's why it's speculation all the time.
And just like you said, I don't know if that'll be a big focus or won't be a focus at all. We just don't know.
I'm hoping that, maybe it's not like a main focus, but I want to be able to customize my ship to at least some extent. So again, it doesn't, I'm not riding around on the ocean with a ship that looks like everybody else's ship.
Totally.
Yeah, and I think that'll happen.
I don't really know particularly too much about Potco or Pirates of the Caribbean Online. I know that it got shut down, what was it, 2012, 2013 Paladin, something like that?
It had a massive fan base. It's crazy. They're still around today.
And it seems like a lot of the old Potco people are kind of like, ooh, Sea of Thieves. So that's cool to see that.
That's good. Yeah, it'd be good to get a big push from that community.
Right.
It's funny that pirate games, because I've never been big on pirate stuff besides Pirates of the Caribbean.
Blasphemy.
But it's funny how now that Sea of Thieves is, I've seen 4 or 5 games that are in development that are in this genre, which I think is kind of cool.
All right. Well, I think that pretty much covers it all. Before we go anywhere, and before Paladin goes anywhere, because I know he has to get out of here in 10 minutes. I want to hear Mandie's thoughts on her husband being obsessed with a pirate video game. Being 30 years old and obsessed with a pirate game. This is going to be fun.
I know. It is a pretty special thing, isn't it?
It is.
My life really did change whenever Rare announced this game. The video that we made, of course, was a little bit of an exaggeration, but it's really not too far off from what my daily life is. And it's been actually really cool. I hope it's okay to say this, honey, but it's been really cool to see him this passionate and excited about something. For the years that he's been in my life, I've known that Rare has been very important to him. But I tell you what, this game has just completely amplified everything. And I swear to God, if our house could be decorated in Jiggies and the Rare logo just top to bottom, it would be.
It would be, yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah, that's probably true.
From,
And to tell you that I know what a Jiggy is, I mean, that's saying something. So.
Yeah, right.
That's
Which makes a lot of sense because from what I I don't really know Jeff too well. Me and Paladin both met him just in the past 6 or 7 months or so. Don't really, we haven't really had much of a conversation with each other. It's been like a back and forth, like Sea of Thieves, yeah, blah, 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 that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's really cool to, have you guys on here.
Yeah, it's been really cool for him too, just the Rare community that is, that he's become part of, and the interactions he's able to have with you all on Twitter and the podcast. It's such a positive thing in his life, and it's actually really made gaming a lot more fun on my end too, because, seeing the different videos people have released for the contest, I'm like, okay, now I have a face to put with his Twitter handle that I keep seeing.
Right.
So
right.
It's been really cool to see the community.
Speaking of entries, I'm sure y'all caught mine. Did y'all like it?
Yeah, yours was funny.
It was nothing
Probably
compared to the
worse,
others I've seen out there that are awesomely edited. But, yeah, seeing, in the last episode, I was like, I'm confident about mine, I'm really confident, blah, blah, blah. And then all these other ones coming out, I'm like, well, damn. So,
honestly,
there's some really cool ones.
There's some really cool ones. I saw one just the other day that that kid had made that makeshift cannon with the leaf blower. Did y'all catch that one? That was pretty cool.
I saw that one.
yeah. But man, Jeff, if you don't win, I'll be upset. Yours is definitely top 6 for sure that I've seen.
Thank you. Keeping my fingers crossed.
All right, so before we get out of here, I have one more question. Are you going to be playing Sea of Thieves with Jeff?
You know what? Just before we started recording, I did ask him. I said, can I play this with you? Because I've been wanting to get my own Xbox controller really bad. So if it's at all possible that from the same home we can do this, you can count on it.
Awesome. I don't know. Split screen might be a little weird on this game.
It'll be interesting to see if they do it or not.
If they do it or not, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at that little leak that I happened to find the other day that got taken down like as soon as I posted it on Twitter.
That happens all the
talked
freaking
about,
time.
Locally it said 1, and then, over Xbox Live it said 1 to 32.
Oh.
Of course, those are probably just placeholder numbers, so we can't really, dive too deep into that.
Right. Yeah,
32 seems like it would be a sufficient number, though,
Yeah, that would be incredible.
Yeah.
Somebody actually commented saying, 32, that's total bullshit. I was hoping that it would be at least 100, and I just laughed.
Yeah, 100's a little much.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be an MMO.
for a console game, I couldn't see that. For some of those really big PC MMOs, that makes sense, but I think this will be more akin to the standard console online, like the Battlefields and
Right, yeah.
GTA 5 Online and all that.
Start small and maybe figure out how to go bigger. They could probably do it on PC.
Yeah, but they're doing
I don't
crossplay, so
think
they would need it to
Exactly,
match.
so they'll probably stick to, the same numbers for Xbox.
Yeah.
It'll be optimized for console.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be playing it on Xbox, man. There's just
Same.
nothing beats the feeling of having a controller in your hand. I'm sorry.
I agree. I like
Yeah,
PC gaming, but I'm looking forward to this on console.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. Well, I think it's gonna pretty much do it.
All right. Well, it's been an honor to be on this.
Yeah, man.
Been listening since the beginning, so it's cool to be a part of it.
Yeah, and thank you so much for letting me crash the party here and join in today.
Yeah, no worries. Before you guys
I
get
hope
out
it
of
wasn't
here,
too awkward.
Paladin said it was awkward. Is that what you said?
I said I hope it wasn't too awkward.
Oh.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all.
Okay, well, good. Before you guys go, I want you to give yourselves a shout out on Twitter, YouTube, wherever the hell you guys are. Give yourself a shout out individually.
Link will be in the description below.
Yeah, of course we'll post them.
You can find me on Twitter as rare_fanatic, and I'm a part of Rare and Friends, which is a Rare fan community site. We do a weekly podcast and have a site going, and that's at Rare and A-N-D Friends. And then Mandie.
Yes, I am on YouTube as Mandie Darling, and you can also find me on Twitter as @MandieDarling1.
Awesome. Well, again, it was good to have you guys on here. Paladin, you're the man. I'll talk to you next month. All right, guys. Well,
You know what?
y'all have a good night.
Hold on.
Paladin said, hold on.
I have an idea. When it comes out, everybody we've ever had on the podcast will come to their one Money podcast. So you guys, I hope you'll be there for that.
All right, well, that'd be fun. Like a launch party podcast.
That would be
Oh,
fun.
All your
great.
guests. That'd be cool.
That would be fun.
And then we can get a crew going. We should do like a Twitch stream and record it.
Oh, definitely.
Cool. I need to get a capture card for that, though.
You can do it through the Xbox.
Well, yeah. But it's more fun
Record-
with overlays.
Well, yeah, of course. But okay, that's down the road.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Down the open sea, as they say.
Somebody's got to fork out $200 for a capture card.
All right, guys. Who wants to catch her?
Well, anyway, this has been episode 7 of Pirate Poor Radio. Captain Ab, out.
Molly want a cracker? Shut up.
Welcome back, guys, for another. Woo, that's going in an outtake at the end. Anyway.
Good job.